Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about Something's performance at the Harbor City Robot Riot for 2026. Leading up to this event, I made some big changes, including making the robot blue. Now, as far as actual changes to the robot, I switched the shafts to high-load repeat axles. I also changed the wheels to hopefully hold up a little bit better to hits, as I was having some issues last event. And I also added a partial wheel guard just for the front wheel and the pulley to try and give the pulley guard a little bit more support. Now, aside from some strange issues with wheels not curing correctly, and I made a slight oops with the shafts for the wheels in CAD, the build process was overall very smooth. So getting right into the day, I was feeling pretty good before the matchups came out, and my first opponent ended up being a horizontal called Fractal. Fractal is a hub motor horizontal built by a first-time builder. It's pretty well built, and I was not feeling very confident going into it because for whatever reason, after getting my butt kicked by Grim, I did not get a horizontal config together. Anyways, let's see how that fight went. So that ended up being a very fast fight, which I was fine with, being that it was a horizontal. I managed to get a good hit and split the plates apart, and I believe I cut the battery wires as well. So my second fight of the day was a rematch against Grim. I was very excited for it, but I did not expect it to go well at all. Let's just see how it went. So it ended up going a bit better than last time. I think the strategy of being a lot more aggressive worked more in my favor, as I noticed that Grim spins up a little bit slower. Overall, I was a lot more happy this time around. I did end up losing after losing that wheel, but man, that one hit in the center was just unbelievable. And really, it was just an amazing fight despite losing. Now, in that exchange in the center, we both actually lost our weapons. I lost my hub motor, and Grim's blade was bent so bad that it could not make a full rotation anymore, so that's pretty crazy. My next fight of the day was against a bot called Shaking Hands with Danger. It is built by Luke, who is the builder behind Minor Threat 5, so I knew that this was going to be a very, very solid bot. Going into it, I was not very confident at all because I had seen it working very, very well in its prior fights. Go! Now, in that first exchange, something actually blew through the first layer of the polycarbonate glass, so we ended up unsticking the bots and essentially restarting the fight.
This is still minor threat coded. Shoot. It just keeps going. That's minor threat coded.
Yep.
Unpin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. 1 minute remaining. There we go.
So throughout the fight, I was having intermittent weapon. One of the phase wires had broken off of the hub motor, and I was struggling to be able to spin it up. There is going to be another time where it does spin up somehow, which is really strange considering a phase is just gone. It must have been partially intermittent or something like that. But that was something that I struggled with throughout this fight, as well as, sadly, the rest of the day.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
They're pretty even right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Even.
Seconds remaining. Unpinned in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the match.
So that fight was an absolute blast. Pushing around that giant horizontal and just watching it ping pong and pirouette around was so fun. Somehow something actually took the JD on that. It was a very, very close one, but I believe something won it off of mostly control and aggression. Something went 2-1 during the qualification part of the day, which meant that it was on to the bracket. Its first fight in the bracket was against Pacific Punch. Pacific Punch is a big vertical spinner heavily inspired by Pipeline Punch. Going into this fight, I had no weapons, so I knew that I would have to try to win it solely off of control.
So weird driving without gyro. My driving just tweaking. Not driving well right now, I don't know why. Don't start my weapon, please.
We'll see if we can line something up to battle sometime. Maybe. I heard that. That's super cool. Yeah, that's all making it super cool. We have a busy baseball schedule, so. That's one of those. Yeah, that's on your phone. These are the big ones. Keep a little space.
You got this.
So after I lost this wheel, I basically just kept telling Ben to hit the bot, just get a good durability test, as I knew I was not going to be entering the box for the third place fight. Now, I'm sure you guys noticed, but there is this this kid in the blue shirt next to the box, and that's kind of a funny story. He was calling me Nerds Guy, and he was doing this really funny thing where he would come up to my table while I'm working on my bot and just drop off like a little box or two of nerds. And he did it so many times throughout the day, that by the end of the day, I had a pile of like probably 15 little boxes of nerds. It was really, really funny. But I really appreciate him hyping me on.
Nerds Guy, you got this.
So overall, something had a day to be very, very happy about. Having fought 3 horizontals in a row as well as Pacific Punch, I was really pleased with the relative lack of damage, but that's not to say that I didn't take any damage. There is a decent bit to talk about. So first and foremost is the hub motors. The first hub motor died due to a magnet breaking, and the second one, the one that was kind of giving me issues at the later half of the day, died because a phase actually broke off from the stator. I also had both of my weapon blades bend to about a similar severity I've seen in this photo. Then as far as the actual printed frame, I'd say it held up quite good. The front is very chewed up, but the back and sides are in pretty good condition. I'm overall very happy with how the frame and armor on something held up for this event, considering that it was up against such destructive bots. I also had a couple wheels fail. In this picture I have a fresh wheel next to a destroyed wheel. There's a bit of a cross-section issue from where the hub mounts to the area that kind of holds the tread, but that's a pretty fixable issue for the future. Anyways, that's going to do it for this event recap. I'm currently prepping to bring something to BRB, but I don't know if I'll make it quite yet. But either way, something we'll be fighting again very soon in the future. I'm really happy with how this bot has been performing so far. Thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.